and you hold me in your arms so tight.
Number 30, The Sign, Ace of Base. The music video medium is eternally shifting and has undergone lots of stylistic changes over the years. Perhaps no video is more of its time than this one from Sweden's Ace of Base. The vocal group always brought the vocal thunder and melodic hooks with their music, while this video attempts to incorporate the visual technology of the day. Floating GIF onks appear for reasons, while the group is superimposed over other images of, well, mostly themselves. It's not the worst offender on this list, but the tendency of the sign to take itself 100% seriously definitely earns it a spot. Number 29, No Diggity, Blackstreet featuring Dr. Dre and Queen Pen. The R&B video tropes all seem to be in place upon an initial examination of No Diggity by Blackstreet.
It's going down, fade to Blackstreet. The homies got at me, collab creations, bump like agony.
Limos? Check. Background dancers? Double check. Blackstreet also remembered to bring their matching overalls, which is a nice touch.
East side to the west side, pushing fat rides, it's no surprise.
That said, can somebody explain to us why there's a marionette performing on a piano? It's an absurd element that's never really explained. Unless Dr. Dre thought it was a cool idea? Puppets appear throughout the video, playing guitar and generally hanging out. It's probably the most memorable aspect of No Diggity, however, and one of the reasons why we're still talking about the video today. Number 28, Nothing My Love Can't Fix, Joey Lawrence. It's a classic scenario. Actors singing and musicians acting.
Why is my baby blue?
Joey Lawrence was the latest in a long line of show business types that attempted to stretch their creative legs with his single, Nothing My Love Can't Fix. Lawrence's ties to the performing arts serve him well in selling the song, while the video itself is colorful in that gloriously gaudy 90s way. The opening spray painting and paint splashes eventually shift to Joey in all of his glory. Decked out in the, we're gonna go with best fashion of the day, Lawrence is notably seen on the beach and walking the streets, running his hands through that perfectly coiffed hair. It's all done without a shred of irony, and we are here for it.
There's nothing my love can't fix.
Number 27, Aeroplane, Red Hot Chili Peppers. The Red Hot Chili Peppers have always possessed a funky and unique visual style, and this also translated into their music videos. Aeroplane feels indebted to the variety show landscape of 1970s TV, with tons of sequin jumpsuits and backup dancers. The energy is kinetic, while the colors are saturated in a way that's garish but not entirely unpleasant.
I like pleasure spiked with pain and music is my aeroplane.
The group do their thing while the extras wave around paddles that seemingly simulate runway landing gear at an airport. Oh, and there are also trapeze artists for some reason, as well as a giant swimming pool, all while the Chili Peppers rock the house. Number 26, Rico, Suave, Gerardo. It's a song and accompanying video that became a punchline for the decade, and probably for good reason. The overarching legacy of the 90s had not yet been codified when Rico Suave by Gerardo was released back in '90. As a result, the video still feels very much indicative of the late 80s, with its gaze planted firmly upon selling sex.
There's not a woman that can handle a man like me, that's why I juggle 2 or 3.
To be fair, both Gerardo and his backing dancers service the camera to over-the-top effect. Rico Suave will forever be a time capsule piece, however. It's a snapshot of aesthetic taste that's either very bad or so bad it's good, depending upon one's point of view.
Rico. Suave.
Number 25, Sock It To Me, Missy Elliott featuring Debrat. Fans could always count upon the fertile creative imagination of Harold Hype Williams when it came to outside-the-box music video ideas.
I was looking for affection, so I decided to go swing it in my direction.
How else could one explain the pitch meeting behind Sock It To Me? A collaboration between Missy Misdemeanor Elliott and Debrat. The pair pairs' outfits apparently take cues from the Mega Man video game franchise, while their adventures in space have little, if anything, to do with the actual song. But who cares? Elliott and Debrat totally sell the ridiculous concept.
I'm peddling and pushing, picking up profits, so what I'm selling never gonna stop it.
Even Lil' Kim shows up to the party, making Sock It To Me an off-the-wall video from first frame to finale. Number 24, No Limit, Too Unlimited. The world of European dance music has, historically speaking, been an out-there place in the wildest way.
Hard to the core, I feel the floor. When I'm on stage, yo, you ask for more. I'm on the edge, I know the last. I work real hard to collect my cash.
The genre's stereotypically low sense of self-awareness has given us countless clips like No Limit from Too Unlimited. We have to admit that the huge pinball set is imaginative, and Too Unlimited makes the most of it with their dancing and pantomimes. Their wardrobe is luscious and leathery to boot, almost coming across like a proto-version of The Matrix. The end results are delivered straight-faced, and this lack of irony makes No Limit feel like something we dreamt up. But nope, it is very, very real. Number 23, Brain Stew, Jaded, Green Day.
Having trouble trying to sleep.
These two tracks from Green Day may be separate on their fourth album, Insomniac, but their combination for this music video makes them feel forever linked.
I just feel like they're gonna bleed.
We're never quite sure why the band takes a trip using a bulldozer or why they're chilling in a junkyard. The cutaways to an animal trying to get back on its feet are disturbing, while the switch from sepia to color feels like something out of The Wizard of Oz. The latter occurs when Brain Stew shifts to Jaded, and the video steps on the gas.
Always move forward, going straight won't get you nowhere.
The rest is mainly chaotic angles and close-ups as the breakneck pace takes us to the end, leaving us breathless, winded, and still with a lot of questions. Number 22, Nothing Really Matters, Madonna. The Material Girl has graced us with some of the best music videos, full stop.
I was very young, nothing really mattered to me.
Is Nothing Really Matters one of those videos? Perhaps, if you're into the image of Madonna rocking a kimono in a fashion that just might have garnered criticism for cultural appropriation in the modern day.
Nothing really matters, love is all we need.
Elsewhere, Madonna is also seen holding this weird see-through plastic container that's never really explained. The dancing is well executed while simultaneously coming across as quirky and strange. The effect as a whole feels in line with the star's electro dance-influenced Ray of Light era, so it succeeds in this sense. It's still weird though. Number 21, Hunter, Bjork.
If travel is searching.
The inclusion of Bjork on this list should come as a surprise to absolutely no one, since the Icelandic singer has basically made a career out of being indefinable. Hunter possesses the singular premise of giving its audience an eyeful of her, front and center against a stark white backdrop.
I thought I could organize freedom.
The music video's director, Paul White, employed a team of digital effects artists to overlay all sorts of effects over Bjork's face. These effects haven't really aged well, unfortunately, and their initial newness now feels more quaint than anything revolutionary. The song is still great, of course, but the video arguably pales in comparison to some of Bjork's older clips.
I'm the hunter.
Number 20, Give It Away, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Give It Away proved to be the Red Hot Chili Peppers' first major hit, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Modern Rock Tracks chart. The concept of the bizarre music video stemmed from singer Anthony Kiedis, who wished to make a visually unique video that would stand apart from its contemporaries.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away.
A French fashion photographer named Stéphane Sednaoui was brought in, and he decided to paint the band members in a silver acrylic paint and shoot the video in black and white.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away.
The video also contains a wide array of different cinematic techniques, including superimposition and reversed footage. Warner Brothers hated it and wished for a more traditional music video.
Young blood, just 11 up, rise up. Hot from everybody, wanna keep it like the Kaiser. Give it away, give it away.
Regardless, it was a huge success and helped catapult the Peppers to stardom. Number 19, You Can't Touch This, MC Hammer. You Can't Touch This is one of the shining accomplishments of the 90s.
The winner is MC Hammer.
It was the first rap song to get a Record of the Year nomination at the Grammys, and its music video is an undeniable icon of pop culture.
You can't touch this.
It reeks of the 90s, with the fashion and the super baggy pants being a particular standout. It also features Hammer performing some of his signature dance moves, including the Running Man and his famous hammer dance that sees him scuttling across the floor like a crab. '90s rap doesn't get much more memorable than this.
I tour around the world, from London to the Bay. It's hammer, go hammer, MC hammer, yo hammer, and the rest can go in play.
Number 18, I Love You, Vanilla Ice. Forget Ice Ice Baby. I Love You is where it's at.
In your arms gives me a chill, just knowing that you want me by your side.
Released 6 months after the unbelievable success of Ice Ice Baby, on Valentine's Day 1991, I Love You is a sappy ballad that sees Ice trying his darndest to be serious and emotional. The video was actually directed by Michael Bay, who would later find fame through his bombastic action movies.
I'll never forget what you mean to me, coming straight from the heart of Vanilla Ice.
And it's like a parody you would find in a movie. It's full of slow-motion shots of Ice looking contemplative and morose, lots of sensual shots of dancing women, and even a cheesy green screen effect showing some rapidly moving clouds. It looks like the video was made for $10, and it makes for some fantastically cheesy viewing. Number 17, It's All Coming Back to Me Now, Celine Dion. Written by Jim Steinman, It's All Coming Back to Me Now was inspired by Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights and was originally performed by Pandora's Box before it was covered by Canadian icon Celine Dion.
There were nights when the wind was so cold that my body froze.
The full music video is more of a short film, spanning 7.5 minutes and containing many cinematic elements, including exterior shots of a Gothic castle and a tragic motorcycle crash that results in a huge explosion. It's also filled with many over-the-top elements, including slow-motion running down long hallways, lots of sensual kissing, ghostly apparitions, and dramatic lightning strikes. It's all wonderfully campy, and you have to respect the craft.
It was more than all your lost love.
Number 16, Coffee and TV, Blur. Coffee and TV is a different sort of song from British rock band Blur, as it was sung by guitarist Graham Coxon rather than Damon Albarn.
Do you feel like a chain store? Practically floored.
Its music video, while a spectacular piece of filmmaking that won several industry awards, is like a fever dream of weirdness. The concept is that Coxon has gone missing and appears on the side of a milk carton. The milk carton then grows arms and becomes sentient, embarking on an epic adventure to find the missing Coxon. It's amazing how Blur and the video's filmmakers managed to make audiences cry over a freaking milk carton. But such is the genius of this bizarre, adorable, and touching music video. Number 15, Into Your Arms, The Lemonheads. Serving as the Lemonheads' biggest hit, Into Your Arms spent a then record 9 straight weeks atop the Billboard Modern Rock Tracks chart. Released in 1993, the song came to epitomize the alternative rock craze of the time. The video sees the band singing the song in the middle of the woods, and the camera literally never stops moving. It spins around the band members, it spins around people dancing in a square, and it spins around frontman Evan Dando as he sings into the camera. The video also serves as a physical representation of the early 90s alt-rock movement, complete with Dando's long hair and the drummer's red plaid shirt. What a great time capsule. Number 14, I Want You Back, NSYNC. Serving as the debut single of one of the biggest boy bands in history, I Want You Back was actually made into 2 videos.
Tell me what to do now, 'cause
The second version was made for the British and American releases, and it's far more boring and traditional than the vastly superior original.
don't hang up the phone now. I'm trying to figure out.
This one was released in Germany, as NSYNC had signed with a German label. It sees the group dancing in a horribly green screen space station, complete with laughably cheap mid-90s CGI and glorious 90s fashion. We don't know what's trippier, the green screen work, the subpar CGI, or seeing Justin Timberlake as a 15-year-old kid. Number 13, Thank You, Alanis Morissette. Canadian-American singer Alanis Morissette ruled the 90s. And Thank You proved both her 5th #1 in Canada and her highest charting single in the UK, peaking at number 5.
How about that ever-elusive cutout?
The success was likely aided by its unconventional music video, which featured a completely nude Morissette. She walks through various crowded areas and is continuously approached and embraced by strangers.
How about grieving it all one at a time?
Like Give It Away, the video was directed by Stéphane Sednaoui, with the concept credited to Morissette herself.
Thank you, frailty. Thank you, consequence.
She told the Miami Herald that the video was, quote, less about overt sexuality and more about the symbolism of being really raw and naked and intimate in all these environments where you'd seemingly need protection.
How about no longer being masochistic?
Number 12, Barbie Girl, Aqua. Few songs and music videos represent the 90s better than Aqua's Barbie Girl.
Hi, Ken. You wanna go for a ride?
Sure, Ken.
Jump in.
This was pure, unashamed bubblegum pop, and it may be one of the catchiest songs ever written.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world.
The video is hilariously tongue-in-cheek, complete with an opening declaration that it was filmed in Aquascope. If this was a legitimate piece of work, it could very well be the worst music video ever made.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
It looks cheap, it's filled with corny transitions and bright, gaudy colors, and the band members, particularly Renee, give numerous meme-worthy glances to the camera. But the intentional corniness is part of the charm.
You can play if you say I'm always yours.
It's goofy, it's silly, and above all else, it's tons of fun.
In the Barbie world, life is plastic. It's fantastic.
Number 11, The Bad Touch, Bloodhound Gang. Another glorious bit of dance pop, The Bad Touch proved an enormous hit in Europe, peaking at number 1 in 8 different countries.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
And the music video, while very famous, also attracted some controversy. It sees the band dressed in monkey rat suits, running around Paris kidnapping and otherwise mistreating various people. The video was deemed insensitive by various groups, and in fact, MTV was called out for airing it at all by GLAAD. An edited version was then released, but even it's still ridiculous. Not as ridiculous as the lyrics, though.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Number 10. Cotton Eye Joe, Rednecks. In 1994, a Swedish Eurodance group by the name of Rednecks covered the traditional folk song Cotton Eye Joe, matching southern twang and instruments like banjos and fiddles with their brand of techno. The unique concoction proved infectious, and the novelty of both the song and accompanying music video helped Cotton Eye Joe reach number 1 in numerous countries around Europe. The video sees the band members performing at a raging barn rave. And it mirrors the song's unique blending of genres and styles, proving to be just as fun as a real barn dance. Number 9. Groove is in the Heart, D-Light. Serving as this dance group's debut single, Groove is in the Heart is widely considered to be one of the best songs of the 90s, and it made D-Light one of the world's most popular one-hit wonders.
The chills that you spill up my back keep me filled with satisfaction when we're done.
The accompanying music video harkens back to the psychedelia of the 1960s, depicting the band superimposed over shifting shapes and popping bright colors.
No, I couldn't ask for another.
Some may ask why. We ask why not.
Delightful, truly delightful. Life making it, doing it, especially at a show. Feeling kinda high like a Hendrix haze.
The unique style and theme made the video stand out among its contemporaries, and it somehow manages to generate nostalgia for both the 60s and the 90s at the same time.
Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart.
Number 8. Baby Got Back, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Along with You Can't Touch This, Baby Got Back serves as the quintessential representation of early 90s mainstream hip-hop.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny.
Both songs were huge hits, both were wondrously corny, and both came equipped with silly music videos.
Ladies, do you wanna roll my Mercedes? Then turn around, stick it out. Even white boys got to shout. Baby got back.
This one sees Sir Mix-a-Lot standing atop a giant butt and features many gratuitous shots of dancing women and their shaking behinds. Even the turntable has a little butt on it. While somewhat tame by today's WAP and Anaconda standards, this music video generated some controversy for its overt sexuality and was shortly banned by MTV in the early 90s.
So ladies, if the butt is round and you want a triple X throwdown, dial 1-900-MIX-A-LOT and kick them nasty thoughts.
Today, it is rightfully seen as a classic. Number 7. Quit Playing Games with My Heart, Backstreet Boys. Serving as NSYNC's biggest rivals, the Backstreet Boys were the quintessential boy band of the 90s.
Sometimes I wish I could turn back time.
And this served as their most successful single in America, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100.
I live my life the way.
The concept behind the music video is simple. The Backstreet Boys dance around in the rain and eventually take their shirts off. An idea that nearly got the video banned from MTV, who were feeling particularly prudish that day.
Quit playing games with my heart. With my heart.
Along the way, viewers are treated to many corny fade transitions, close-ups of emotional and sexy faces, and the Backstreet Boys dragging their hands through their wet hair. It's perhaps the most over-dramatic music video in history, and it tells you all you need to know about the mid-90s boy band boom.
Quit playing games with my
Number 6. Black Hole Sun, Soundgarden. Black Hole Sun was released at the height of the grunge movement, and it is very evident.
In my eyes, indisposed, in disguise as no.
Aside from the sludgy production and dark lyrics, the song is accompanied by a creepy music video with tons of surreal imagery and a horrifying concept.
Black hole sun, won't you come?
Everyone has chilling and exaggerated smiles plastered on their distorting faces. People sit on all fours watching a static TV, and little girls watch Barbies burn on the barbecue.
Wash away the rain, black hole sun, won't you come?
And that's all before the sky turns red and a literal black hole sun destroys everyone. It's brilliantly imaginative, but man, is it ever creepy and weird. This is mid-90s rock personified, and it serves as both a cultural icon and a fantastic piece of nostalgia. Number 5. What's Up With You? Eddie Murphy and Michael Jackson. Bear with us because we swear we are not making this up.
Sun's gonna shine, the flowers gonna bloom, the clouds will sprinkle showers.
Released in 1993, What's Up With You is sung by both Eddie Murphy and Michael Jackson, and it was included on Murphy's third studio album. Oh yeah, Murphy had a brief music career spanning the mid-80s to the early 90s. Like Black Hole Sun, What's Up With You personifies the 90s, just in a very different way. For one thing, it's sung by Eddie Murphy and Michael Jackson. For another, there's that weird spelling of the title, which just screams early 90s. Finally, there's Murphy's stellar 90s fashion and cheesy green screen work. Everything about this is ridiculous. Very memorable and entertaining, yes, but ridiculous. Number 4. I'm Too Sexy, Right Said Fred. A glorious bit of tongue-in-cheek, I'm Too Sexy is a dance pop masterpiece that parodies narcissism and self-aggrandizement. Right Said Fred is composed of brothers Fred and Richard Fairbrass, and the idea for the song reportedly came from the brothers' experience running a gym and witnessing the narcissism on display. And the music video is exactly what you'd expect. It contains ridiculous outfits, shirt ripping, lots of bare chests, popping muscles, and even a runway with bikini-clad women snapping photos of the strutting and gyrating Fairbrass brothers.
Yeah, on the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk.
The video ends with a knowing and somewhat self-deprecating smile. A smile that says everything about the 3 minutes of goofiness that came before it. Number 3. Hooked on a Feeling, David Hasselhoff. Beloved actor David Hasselhoff has toyed with music throughout the decades, and in 1997, he released his ninth studio album, titled Hooked on a Feeling. Included on said album is the title track, a cover of the B.J. Thomas and Blue Swede classic.
I can't stop this feeling.
It was accompanied by what is either the best or worst music video ever made.
Hooked on a feeling, and I'm believing.
The video is filled with some truly hilarious green screen work, multiple shots of the Hoff flying through the air, and even Hasselhoff interacting with computer-generated cubes of the music video itself. It's probably a joke, but we honestly can't tell. Either way, it could very well be the silliest thing we've ever seen. Number 2. Blue Dabba Dee, Eiffel 65. One of the most popular Eurodance songs of the 90s, Blue Dabba Dee is a confounding yet incredibly entertaining song. Such adjectives could also be used to describe its music video. Reportedly made by 5 people in a garage, the music video is almost entirely computer-generated and tells the story about blue aliens abducting lead singer Jeffrey J and taking him to their planet. He's forced to put on a concert for the alien residents, and the other members eventually rescue him using cheesy martial arts and fancy superpowers.
Blue are the people here that walk around. Blue like my Corvette, it's any time.
It's a complete fever dream of a music video, and it's made all the more memorable owing to its cheap CGI. It's silly, but it's also a masterpiece of late 90s music. Number 1. Numb, U2. It's amazing to consider that such a popular band can produce such experimental material. Numb is a weird bit of industrial rock, complete with sound effects, a grating guitar note, and a droning vocal performance by The Edge.
Don't whisper, don't talk, don't run if you can walk, don't cheat, compete, don't miss the one beat.
The music video consists of The Edge sitting in a black room and staring into the camera while a strobing light plays across his face. He's then forced to suffer feet and fingers prodding his face.
Don't protect, don't expect suggest. Don't struggle, don't jerk, don't cut.
Getting repeatedly slapped by a child.
Don't peek, don't spill, don't piss on the drain, don't let the well.
And even having his face be crudely tied up with a thin rope before being pushed over by Larry Mullen Jr.
Have another day.
The combination of grating music and violent visuals is both disturbing and off-putting. It's easily the most bizarre thing that U2 ever did. Do you remember watching these videos when they originally dropped? Let us know in the comments.
New kids on the block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.